Hello everybody, it's I, WebFox, and welcome to another episode of Fit to Read. Today we're just going to go jump right into a freebie comic I picked up because this week's comic book day was also happened to be Batman Day. 75 years and he's still going strong, more or less. But anyway, some participating stores were giving away free issues of Batman Detective 27. Now, I haven't fully read this issue yet. I just gave it a flip through, but from what I've seen, it has 3 Batman stories in it. One is the original debut appearance of Batman. Another one is a redrawn retelling of it, more modern. And then the third story is sort of looks like what the future holds for Batman. Either another future Batman storyline or something connected to the other universes. But there's future Batman. So it's a freebie on Batman Day. Happy birthday, Batman. So it's a definite pickup if you manage to pick it up, or if you can still find it. It has the original Batman tale and a retelling of the tale. Quite nice. Thank you, DC. Thank you, Batman. And now we're moving on to something new. From IDW, it's the Transformers vs. G.I. Joe issue 1, a new series. Now this issue was a standout for me on Free Comic Book Day. Well, issue 0 was, because I love the artwork, I love the storytelling, I love all the little nods and little tidbits they had in there. And the interesting is that, like issue 0, this first issue has a commentary in the back from the creators, going over each page, over some detail, or just barely glazing through it, giving some background. I gotta say that I really would have preferred the regular cover, but as I look over this subscription cover, I am liking it more and more. But in the back, with the commentary, they do go over what they went through to make the regular cover. And I gotta say, I appreciate both very much. It's introducing the G.I. Joe and Transformers characters in a new way as they are meeting each other. And I like how that they're sort of throwing a bunch of coloring and artwork that looks like it's from the 80s comics. Got the characters talking and acting like that they would back then. And everything looks like that they're toys. So this is a really good story, I think, for those who feel nostalgia about the good old Transformers of G.I. Joe, or just want to see how they would interact in a new light. Maybe even some new fans that you want to get them into this, they might even like this. I'm really enjoying this first issue and issue 0 from Free Comic Book Day, so this is one series I'm planning to pick up. I think it's supposed to be a mini-series, but it's ongoing. I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep following it. Still continuing the theme of IDW, we are now moving on to Godzilla Rulers of Earth, issue 14. Picking right where issue 13 left off, Anguirus is fighting a new version of the Mechagodzilla. I gotta say, it was a pretty good fight, and I am enjoying of all the little details they're filling in here. There's even one little tidbit nod to the movie, if you could just catch it in the corner of a panel. We are getting some insight of what has happened over the last 4 years, just a little bit, but it's mainly what's going on right now. New Mechagodzilla running around. Anguirus is badly hurt, and Godzilla comes to land in America. City's name was not specified. I wish they would have done that. But he is causing a wonderful rampage of beautiful destruction. And okay, so destruction is not beautiful, but the artwork in here is. This storyline is going very well, I must say. The issue ends of revealing what happened to one character that was just walked off at the end of the last story arc. There is a mention of kaiju bunkers, which I guess is sort of a reference to how the world is evolving with kaiju around, like in Pacific Rim, the movie. And even there is more than one Mechagodzilla appearing. So the next issue is going to be a wonderful action-pack. I am definitely going to keep following Godzilla because this is going so good, unlike some of the earlier series that they've had. But I must say, it seems like they're really hitting out of the park with most of their Godzilla titles. Thank you, IDW, and we now move on to, from Archie, Afterlife with Archie, issue 6. With these covers, I would prefer to either one. I just picked up the Sabrina fighting zombie ones because it sort of matches well with the last issue cover that I had. So, you know, got a theme going on there. So this starts off the new story arc of what happened to Sabrina. We haven't seen her since issue 1. Well, I'll tell you this, there is a lot happening in here, and it can be a bit hard to follow. It doesn't call back to the previous issues much, except that, yeah, something happened, and she's worried about her friends, and whatever happened led her to this place. As for everything that's going on, it's like there's 5 different stories going on here. You got the one of what's going on around her, the way that she sees it. Another one of what's going on around her, the way that's actually happened. Memories of her past life before she was sent here. She has the dream worlds and a couple other things. So it's going a little crazy for her. Then again, the issue pretty much is about her being in an asylum. As you can see in the preview pages, one of the characters' name is Lovecraft. So it's kind of easy to see where this issue is going to head to. Where there's a character named Lovecraft, you know that this other character is going to appear in it for sure. Beautiful artwork, very good writing, and I am sort of enjoying the characters of these new casts that just entered in. The way that this issue ends, it's sort of like a big WTF moment. So I do want to see what happens, but I'm just kind of a little nervous of how they're going to work it. Whereas the first story arc was all about just the zombies and the survivors, this is about a witch who apparently is the chosen one and what she has to do to deal with the beings that be. Always great, I must say. I'm still loving Afterlife with Archie. And it's good to see that the price is still $2.99 on it. I heard somewhere that it was going to do the price jump at this issue, but maybe it's going to be a future issue. So yeah, this is a definite pickup. I mean, the first story arc's on trade now, so you just go ahead and pick that up and you can catch up. But you don't really need to read that except maybe the first issue, which first issue will be for free on Comic Fest this year. So keep that in mind. Meantime, yeah, give us a pickup. And at the end of the book, there's a few pages of the new Sabrina series that's come out in October, where it's not connected to this or anything else. It's its own darker Sabrina, where it just evolves around her and her twisted world. Well, that was fit to read. I must say, these were some very good pickups, and I regret nothing. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.